Hey everybody, it's Coin Snobs. I'm Keith,
I'm Jason.
and I went by another branch of my bank and picked up some more Moolah, some more customer
Moolah!
rolls. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of Moolah customer rolled nickels, and then you dig down farther, and we got a bunch of dimes and quarters in here.
Sneaky.
So it's all. I don't think I have any pennies, but a whole bunch of nickels, bunch of dimes, and I think there's even a couple of rolls of. Oh, must be the other quarter. Yeah, 3 rolls of quarters.
Nice.
So we'll tear into them. A bunch of them aren't the Moolah nickels, so you can see there's a variety of nickel rollers.
Gotta love that lucky moolah.
Yeah, that's the one we got the silver out of last time, so maybe we'll keep that trend going.
Yep. Right on. All right, we'll get back to you soon. Hey guys, and welcome back to the wrap up. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at what we got here. Really, the only thing that we got was in the nickels, or no, I'm sorry, yeah, nickels and dimes. Let's see what we got here. 2016 Philadelphia with some strike through, which is really trippy looking strike through because it almost looks like water or like it got wet, but it's actually not. It's indented there. So I believe that is a strike through. At first I thought maybe it was like a piece of peeled lamination because it looks kind of bubbly, but it doesn't really have hard defined edges. And if that was the case, it wouldn't stop at where the bust of Roosevelt begins, and it wouldn't stop on the edge either. So it's got to be some sort of a struck through some sort of a liquid. It looks like almost has to be, and it's not a bad looking dime. Full split bands. Yeah, I mean, for being in circulation for at least 3 years, it's not a bad looking coin. And a cool little error. And the next one we got here is a 2001 with a giant die chip below Roosevelt's bust there. 2001 Philadelphia. That guy right there. Little glob of metal. That's where a die is actually chipped off. And it allows the metal to flow into the void where the chip is. And you get a little die chip. Kind of cool. It's actually a pretty good sized die chip. Normal circulating wear. But that's a super cool error. Alright. And then we've got a 2004 Philadelphia. Normal circulated condition. Everyday looking dime. But down here at the bottom of the torch, we got another die chip. Right there. A little bit of a die crack coming off of the branch right there too. Not that that's a big deal, but that die chip is kind of neat. Again, error, so we'll take it. Decent looking coin. And then we got a little piece of silver, but this is a weird piece of silver. Okay, so check this out. 1952. But it looks really, 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 really damaged. This looks kind of weird, though. This almost looks like an offsetter strike or like a secondary strike. But I'm pretty sure it's just damage. Thing is that if you put a nickel in there, it actually fits right inside of that little line that goes along here. But I think that maybe it just had another nickel on it when it was damaged. I'm pretty sure that's damaged. What do you guys think? but it's silver. Here's what really leads me to believe that it's damaged. Check out this side. Nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. I don't know what that is. It almost looks like somebody put it on asphalt or something like that. Almost like it's a street coin, or maybe the edge was put on something like that. Something gritty. And then maybe another dime was put on top of it. And they hit that other coin with a hammer, or... I don't know. Also, if you look in his hair, it almost looks like it's been kind of flattened more than just like regular circulation. Like maybe something was on top of it and it was hit with something. I'm going to call that damage. But it's definitely not going back into the roll. And then we've got a 2005 Denver. Pretty well circulated. Not such a pretty coin. And it's the Buffalo. Unfortunately, it's not a speared bison variety. But below his little beard there is a die crack. Not a very dramatic error, but hey, it's something, right? Not too shabby. And then, the king of the nickels. I think everybody will know what this is. We got a Buffalo. Still haven't gotten anything older as far as a design than a Buffalo. Haven't got a V-nickel or anything like that, but I mean, come on, it's a Buffalo. Super pumped about that. And as you can see between the E and the C there, it is an S mint mark. Heavily worn. So much so that when we pulled it out, it did not have a date. So went ahead and put some nickel date on it. If you guys aren't familiar with that, basically what it does is it restores the date on a nickel. It's technically damaged, but if you have something that could be a rare coin, or is a rare coin, it can still have some value. I've seen some 1918 8/7 Buffalo nickels that have actually gone for a couple $100, even with the nickel date. And you wouldn't have known it unless you used the nickel date. So yeah, if you don't have a date, you're not worried about it, I would definitely use the nickel date. Basically all it is ferric chloride, but I mean it's just cheaper and easier to just buy the nickel date. And then the date is really hard to see. You can see kind of the dark parts there. That's where the ferric chloride was to try to reveal the date, and it looks like it's either 1920 or 1926. I'm gonna go with 1920. I know it's really hard to see, but it's kind of there. I mean, it could be a 26, it's either a 20 or a 26. I don't know, what do you guys think? You can help me decide. In fact, I'll see if I can zoom in the microscope a little bit and get a little bit closer to it and see if that makes any kind of a difference. Well, I guess it kind of helped. I don't know, I'm still going with 1920. Maybe I will try a little bit more nickel date and see if I can get it to pop out a little bit more. Like I say, when we found it, it was completely smooth. You don't want to use too much nickel date, or I should say not so much too much nickel date, but you don't want to use it for too long because it can actually eat away at the actual date itself that you're trying to reveal. But I'll put a little bit more on there and see what happens. Alright, so it's a little bit better, I think, but still not sure. I think I might actually go with 1926 at this point. Which, 1926S, extra fine or better, which is with the full horn showing. That can be a pretty valuable coin, which of course this one is definitely not anywhere near extra fine condition. he's had a rough life. But he is what he is. You can actually see a little bit of doubling right there above the date, above the mound, but I think that's probably strike doubling or maybe metal flow, because it looks like this was a pretty later die state. But we may never know. Anyways, that's all we got for you today, guys. But as per the usual, love you all. Hope you have a good day, and we will see you soon. Talk to you guys later. Thank you.